Hey bitches, Skinny here. I am so excited to share with you that in 2006, I sold a lot of what I owned. I was coming out of this fucked up bad relationship that I'd been in for, I don't know, 6 years or something long. And I decided, okay, if I'm coming out of this relationship and I'm moving out of this apartment with this dude, it's probably time to fucking do something for myself. And I didn't really have anything that was keeping me in place. I lived right outside of Fallbrook in California. Loved it there. Was bartending and working and in a relationship and fluffy and not happy. Just going with it all. And one of my biggest dreams was to have a passport. To have a passport with my name on it and get one of those stamps that like you saw in the movies, like back in the day, they used to stamp your passport when you traveled. And I always had that dream. I remember watching the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. I just remembered wanting to travel and see shit and have this passport that I could show my kids and grandkids and that I had stamps. And I just said, fuck it, I'm going to do this. And in 2006, I applied for a passport. It took, I think I have this written down somewhere, but I think it took about 4 or 5 weeks to get it. I got it. I opened it up in my bathroom. And then I went into the closet because closets are my place. You'll learn that in the future. And I sat there and I opened up everything and I had my passport with my picture. And oh my God, look, I'm getting there. I fucking got so emotional because I remember thinking, here I am in California coming out of a relationship, not doing anything that like serves me. I've always had a dream. Everyone would always tell me like, you can't do this and you can't do that. And you're a woman and you can't do that. And no, that's not right. And then other people would tell me like, you're such a survivor and keep going. And I can't believe you're not a druggie and pregnant at 26 with 10 babies. And I can't, because of my history and past. And here I am sitting on that fucking floor, opening up this FedEx thing. And I just remember seeing my passport and just kind of going, this is my freedom. Like, this is my, like, dream. And, like, this is where I remember feeling like I had power. Like, I had strength. I had hope. I fucking had hope. Literally then, I started for 3 months. I saved up even before getting the passport. And once I applied, I saved up, I worked, I did everything I fucking could. Rocky, I have now owned him for almost 18 years. And he is my little California Grand Cherokee green with those gold rims. During the time I was saving up, Rocky's engine blew. Rocky was the first car that was mine. I didn't borrow money to have. I owned him outright. And his head gasket and manifold blew. And I remember bawling my eyes out going, how the fuck am I going to be able to afford to go to Europe and go backpacking and then fix this Jeep? And do I sell him? Do I junk him? I couldn't. He was like, he's named, like he's mine. I still own him today, by the way, fuckers. And there was this incredible company, Taskers. So I ended up taking Rocky and finding this guy, and he goes, I'll take care of it for you. And I said, this is my dream. I'm going to sell everything I own, put a little bit in storage, but I want to keep this Jeep. I know that as an American, I have to be able to come back and have a vehicle. Because if you don't have transportation here, it's really fucked up hard. Not like in Europe. Like in other countries, there's public transport that's much easier. So I knew I had to keep Rocky. So I ended up putting everything in storage, storing Rocky at a home in Arizona. I ended up having the most incredible going away party, and I had some really great friends then who supported me. Everyone gave me great gifts to backpack with and to take, and had me just anyways. I ended up booking a one-way flight to London to Heathrow Airport. I wrote it all down. You'll have to see the post and the screenshots of my journal, my diaries, because I wrote it all down. I also wrote it all down on fucking MySpace, which I can't retrieve. That was so cool, by the way. I documented all that before Facebook, and I had people all over the world who were watching that and following that, and people back home who helped support my journey. Anyways, I was on the plane. I'd never flown that far. I was super fluffy, super uncomfortable in the seats. The whole carrying the backpack, everything was crazy. It was just so hard. My body hurt, my joints hurt, my back hurt sitting on the plane that long. But I remember I got to Heathrow and I'm going through my very first customs. I hadn't left the country except going to Tijuana to Revolucion when I was 18 to party and dance and drink and, I remember went through and I believe they actually stamped my passport. And I remember sitting there with my knees buckling. So my favorite trip ever was the trip when I chose to choose me, when I made the choice to choose myself, to live my dream. I didn't know where I was going to go, where I was going to stay, or what I was going to do after the 3 days I booked at the hostel in London. That was it. And I went day by day, week by week, by the seat of my fucking pants. And I had one of the most incredible adventures. And it was because I got out of my own way. I'll have to look at the numbers, but I'm almost sure I went to Europe with only $6,000. And it was the most incredible, scary, happy, fun experience. And I have so much to tell. And I'm so excited everyone was excited, to see it. And I love that I have such a great platform and great people that I get to share my life and my journey and how a fluffy girl felt when she was traveling the world and how amazing other cultures are. So that is kind of bits and pieces of how I started my journey. And you'll see that picture of me in the brown shirt with the hat at the ballpark in San Diego. That was one of the last things I did. And then I will show you guys pictures of me when I was in London. This journey really helped me learn about me. So it was about finding me, being me, doing myself all over the world. I hope that you get out of your own way and discover yourself also.